Mahmut wrote a letter to Hamit Reis Effendi, principal secretary of the Ottoman Empire, which details the decadence Italy had descended into despite being the Garden of Europe. Constantine Palaeologus, Emperor of Greece, was wont to say, "Unless I had been assured by very learned and holy men that paradise was seated in Asia, I should have sworn that Italy had been the place." The ancient universal empire that my work uncovers indicates an epicenter and origin in Italy, exactly where you see much of it today, from the masonry, language, religious rites, mythology, and other customs. The subsequent powers that grew from its collapse did everything they could to glorify other cultures like Greece instead of Italy, even though Greece was civilized by ancient Italians, Phoenicians. This is why there are so many examples of astronomical asterisms, mythology, etymology, and traditions whose origins can't be explained by the Greeks. The Holy Sailors demonstrates why this is the case. I suspect this was done for two reasons. The first reason, those who hijacked the Italian system were namely a priest class from Egypt, the Therapeuti and other individuals from its mystery schools whose character was repugnant to the character that Italians expected men to be, namely, they were monks and hermits who were philosophers, scholars, lazy idlers who took advantage of people for miracle work and healing rather than men of courage, valor, and virtue forged by battle and craftsmanship. Italians were doers. They took massive action. Even in the status quo accounts of history, the Italians went from not having massive fleets to building enough ships and becoming adept at maritime warfare just so they could take the fight to the Carthaginians on the seas and defeat that branch of the empire, which they did. They did not sit around and contemplate. A man of less capability will always accomplish more by taking action than a man of inherent talents who takes no action. The weak charlatans who took over the system did not have the acumen or leadership skills to maintain the Italian empire or its standards of civilization, and so the subsequent empire plunged Europe into the Dark Ages for the next 2 millennia right up until now. The ancient universal empire had to be concealed so that the people of Europe would not have the high expectations for the quality of life that their ancestors previously enjoyed, a standard of living that the subsequent leadership was incapable of delivering. In Terminalia, I cited Gibbon, who, in his The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, wrote, "If a man were called to fix the period of the history of the world during which the condition of the human race was most happy and prosperous, he would without hesitation name that which elapsed from the death of Domitian to the accession of Commodus." Why does any of this matter? Because there are similarities around the world regarding an ancient system that indicate interaction between cultures that the current status quo historians and religious people deny. Subscribe to gain access to the second reason and the rest of the 17th century account of Italy.